Relentless in the building. Rebuilding wealth, changing lives, and taking over. Big business, big bag. Let's get it.
Run it up, rank it up, go. Bronze, silver, gold, let's grow. Let's build 1 star, 2 star, 3, 4, 5. 5-star Rolex, living that life. Started from a vision, now we running up the score. They're helping people level up, now they're earning more. For travel biz, popping, stacking legacy checks. Hub changing lives daily, watch the fam get blessed. 3 get you bronze, 6 get you silver. Plug 9, go gold, now the team getting bigger. 100 squad, that's a 1-star crown. And a 300 deep, that's a 2-star sound. 500 strong, now we running like a boss. Got 1500 squad, 4-star, never lost. 5-star team, Rolex shining on my wrist. Nigga legacy in motion, we ain't stopping till we rich. Born sapphire flex, that's a 100K ring. Now your ruby at 250, now we doing big things. Diamond ring shining at $500,000, double up a milli. Now we running up the bill. Social media take over, dominating every lane. Top team worldwide, put respect on the name. We don't chase jobs, now we build that wealth. To travel more, stress less, and invest in yourself. Run it up, rank it up, go. Bronze, silver, gold, let's grow. 1 star, 2 star, 3, 4, 5. 5-star Rolex, living that life. This ain't a game, this a movement. We changing lives, we breaking generational curses. Dark, we stacking legacy in. And we ain't stopping till we all at the top. Team Relentless, we here to stay. Building wealth in a major way. Legacy moves, travel dreams unlock. All gas, no brakes, straight to the top.
Hey, Team Relentless.
All right, welcome in, everybody. Welcome. Thank y'all so much for being on with us on this amazing Sunday. So we have streamers streaming live from our Facebook page as well as our YouTube page. So welcome in, you guys. I am so super excited. I am here as your special guest presenter, LaVonda Thornton Bush. You'll hear more about my story later. And I have with me 3-star, going 4-star director, Kyra Harris. We're both 6-figure earners, you guys, and we are super, super excited to come to you and talk to you about the travel business. So before we even get started, y'all, we go ahead and pull up the comments. Welcome in. Shout out who invited you in on this amazing opportunity. You guys, make sure that you are shouting out where you're tuning in from. If you're catching us live, hashtag live. If you're catching a replay, hashtag replay. I see you, Director Kira. Guys, if you are already in the business, make sure that you're sharing out these links. Also, make sure you're providing your sponsor code because your potential business partners will need that. Also, y'all remember, stick around because we are going to give you guys a surprise vacation voucher. A surprise. You don't even know what it is, but what you will know is you won't pay full price for it. All right. So introducing to you guys is a young lady who got started in this opportunity over 10 years ago. She was working a full-time job. Now she's doing this business full-time along with other ventures. So I would love to introduce to you guys 6-figure income earner, sapphire ring wearer, 3-star director with well over 1,800 travel agents worldwide on her team. Director Kyra, you ready to kick us off?
Yes. I am so excited. Thank y'all so much.
It's choppy.
For just, again, even more than that is that, oh no. Can you hear me now? I did everything.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Choppy. It was just a little choppy.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. No worries. Just let me know on that behalf. But thank you for letting me know. But yeah, like I said, y'all, I got started in this industry over 10 years ago.
You're going in and out,
right? And, oh man, that's crazy. How about now? You know, this is what happens when you're on a live, y'all. So I'm just letting y'all know that now. Okay. So like I stated, y'all, 10 years being in this industry, changing my life, watching myself update the zip codes, watching myself being able to get promotions on jobs, being able to know that in 2019, I actually was called into HR and was basically told that my position was being terminated. Never, ever, ever been terminated, fired, laid off from a job, nothing you could potentially expect, but it happened. And this business that y'all about to hear about right now is why the Freedom Plan exists. It's the reason why I'm still here 10 years later winning, having the right coaches, having the right access, but most importantly, understanding that you truly can turn a passion for travel into a lucrative income, but most importantly, positioning yourself in an industry that without a doubt could transform so many lives. So I want you to know, don't be the skeptic. Be the person on this live today that wants to hear the information, wants to obtain value, and most importantly, learn what freedom looks like.
Yes, and I'm super excited because you made a decision. You guys, grab your pen, grab your paper, get ready to take detailed notes, because by the end of this presentation, you will decide if this is the right business for you. But the best part is that you're here to get the details. And so we're just going to dive right on in. You're here to check out the best place on the planet. And the last time we did this presentation and we dialogued, y'all ate it up, the team and the prospects, people joined. And so we want to carry on that energy. So, what does it mean to have these three freedoms, Director Kyra?
It means everything. There was a time when financial freedom wasn't even something I was forecasting. No one really told me that I can really drive the vehicle outside of the 40-40-40 plan. You know about that, right? You work 40 years, right? Your goal is to retire based upon all those 40 years of hard work. Then you realize where you fell short. Properly planning, understanding that vehicles like this can streamline that income. It can streamline retirement, because Coach Lavonda, it's not about retirement is not about age, it's about income. I learned about personal freedom from this business opportunity. Understanding, man, when you learn how to own your time, but see, I was doing it while still working a full-time job, learning to leisure what personal freedom looked like in my business while I still did my full-time job. Because I used to be a corporate travel manager, y'all. So I had to stay abreast. I had to be booking travel, making sure my clients were taken care of, making sure the company was taken care of. But see, that last one, time freedom, oh, that changed the game. That one right there is what is still making me stay in this business 10 plus years later. Being able to say what time I want to wake up, what time I want to show up, what time do I want to allocate towards something to actually go further within my life. I got a lot of kingdom investments, girl, so I got to make sure I have all that and more.
2 years ago yesterday, my daddy passed away. And this is when I really locked in to understand time freedom. Because when we got the call that we would potentially be losing my daddy, y'all, I didn't have to explain to a boss. I didn't worry about PTO, sick time. I didn't worry about if I was going to have enough time, because y'all know how it is when you're working for someone else, it's always time. So that time freedom and the personal freedom truly has changed my family's life as well. I haven't worked the job in over 10 years, and I always get excited about that. However, it's only because of this amazing opportunity. And that's what we want to teach y'all, how to design your ideal life. How many of you understand that if you want more, you have to do more? Say me in the comments. How many of you know that if it is to be, it is up to me and you? So say me in the comments, guys. Here's the opportunity where you can earn more money without an additional job. I shared on social media, Director Kyra, last week, like it's 2026. More people are realizing you don't need a job to earn more income. Now, the best part about what y'all are learning today is we're going to show you how you could travel more without breaking the bank, and how you can literally experience more. Why? Because you're building an actual business. You're going to build a strong network. Everybody knows somebody who know more people. And the power in this is that wealthy people simply know how to monetize people that they know and relationships. So here you're going to embrace and empower yourself and other people, y'all, and earn unlimited income. That's a game changer. Plus, you get a chance to benefit from what we're doing right now, the internet, e-commerce. How many of y'all know that the internet never shuts down? Social media is open 365, and that's how we're making money. You can work from anywhere, anytime, and there's no inventory, because why? We're in the travel industry. We're going to share some secrets with you guys, how you can tap into that. Secrets we can't share to the public. So I'm so glad that you guys are here watching this presentation, but we're going to show you how to earn travel commission. If you travel already, drop the number 1 in the comments, because here by the end of this presentation, you're going to definitely really learn how you could tap into more income in the travel space.
Yes, and of course we get the most excited because we're partnered with some of the best individuals. We're talking about people who say they want to take average people and show them how to earn above average income. So at this time, I have the honor and the pleasure of introducing our founder, our CEO, Mr. Donald Bradley. Heart of gold. But most importantly, what I love about Mr. Bradley is that he said, I wanted to show average people how to make above average income. He served in the military. He has over 20 plus years of experience in this industry. He understood that if I can do it for someone else, why can't I do it for myself? And y'all have to understand, being an online provider, that's the best of most worlds, right? If you're booking travel online, if you are purchasing from Amazon online, you already know that there's a potential of where you need to find your place in this industry. We're based in Atlanta, Georgia, with over 20 plus countries we're partnered with. I remember when we got partnered in Jamaica. I remember when we got partnerships in the UK, being able to make currency in other currencies, but most importantly, solid leadership that matters, y'all. I'm so excited to know that I've been a part of a company for 10 plus years where commissions paid to date has been over 350 million to the field. People who want to show people how to change their lives, Lavonda. But of course, you can't do this by yourself. You need proper leadership accommodating you. And so we have our president, Mr. Dwayne Vansel. His gentleman, again, over 20 plus years in the marketing industry. He's just literally changing the game right now. We have so many innovative things that have come to our company from this partnership. But most importantly, Ms. Leanne Trackler, our COO, she manages our support team. You're not talking with robots. You know, when you call the customer service, press 1, press 2. No, you're speaking with live agents. You're speaking with individuals that want to make sure and reassure you that your business is open and that you have the proper leadership accommodating that.
And people really want to know, well, we're marketing the travel business. What's the travel business? Y'all, you know, back in the day, you had to go to school to be a travel agent. Even nowadays, there are universities that have college tuition programs. You don't have to do that anymore. Here, what we do with Planet Marketing is we market the top host agency in the world, and that is IntelliTravel. You guys, we have well over 145,000 travel agent business owners thanks to this business opportunity. So just remember that the person who invited you to check this out, they are a Planet Marketing rep. That means that they are the only way that you can partner with IntelliTravel. And some people have tried us, okay? They'll contact IntelliTravel and say, hey, we just want to join you directly, and they will refer you back to a marketing rep. That's the partnership. Planet Marketing sells IntelliTravel agent businesses, and as an IntelliTravel agent, you sell travel. Now, if you decide to get started with us today, you receive all of your accreditations and certifications. That means that you can start telling your friends and family you're a travel agent. That means you're receiving your CLIA. That's the Cruise Line International Association, and your ARC, which is your Airline Reporting Corporation, and another credential you'll find out in your welcome email. All right. But guys, we have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. And you'll find out that IntelliTravel was the very first host agency well over 35 years ago to offer this business opportunity to average people like you and I. So the gentleman that you see pictured here, James Farrar, he's our IntelliTravel CEO. Guys, he sits on the board of CLIA. That means he helped make decisions in the travel industry, and he's been with IntelliTravel now, guys, since their very beginning. We also have travel bookings to date. We've sold over $5.5 billion in travel, billion with a B. Y'all, here's the best part about our industry. I don't know how competitive you are, but I'm a cheer mom and a football mom, and I love to win. And y'all, every single year, IntelliTravel wins the Magellan Award. That's like the Grammys of travel. We also win top selling awards. I mean, imagine we have over 145,000 agents. So a couple of those have come from Norwegian Cruise Lines, Carnival Cruise Lines, and several other suppliers that we haven't even shared with you yet.
Now, my question to ask everyone is, did you know commissions are already built inside your travel bookings? And if I could be totally honest with y'all, I didn't know that. You know, I knew to go on a website, get a flight, get a hotel, boom, call some friends. Hey, you want to roll with me? And we were going to go and have a great time. But when I found out there is insider secrets about the travel industry, it just had to start making more sense. So what we teach you all is how to enjoy the infinite possibilities. Yes, when you become a travel business owner, there are infinite possibilities to enjoy. One being paying out over 70 to 80% of commissions. Just imagine you booking travel, and then by default, you are having access to know that you can book that trip and earn 70% of commission, or earn up to 80% of commissions as you are gradually booking and earning that. But also, we're a fully fledged at-home agency. Everything that you need to be successful. Your own booking portal. I didn't say go to GoDaddy.com or any of those other websites. I know everybody's getting their websites made on AI now, but yes, you have the beauty of knowing that that's already coming with your business. We're partnered with every major supplier worldwide. If you've seen a commercial, anything about travel, if you ever saw that little subtext at the bottom, it says, contact your local travel agent, contact your travel advisor. We get free marketing. How powerful is that? You get your own payment gateway, a customized CRM. People coming to your website, you're capturing their name, their information, being able to send them flyers and links and things to be able to make them say, hey, I want to book travel with Kyra. But see, the group trips, individual travel, when I first got in this business, you know, the first thing I did was book a group cruise. Why? I had access to. Why wouldn't I want to book a group cruise for my family and friends? But then it made me think even further into my network. Individuals, corporate, church retreats, fraternities, sororities. I went to an event yesterday that was hosted by Deltas. And guess what? The event was amazing, but now I need to tell them they need to take the Wildberry Festival on the seas. They don't have to do it on land, okay? But you think about your girls' trips, and overall, don't limit yourselves, y'all. It's time for you to tap into this industry.
Okay, sorry about that. I couldn't get off mute. So I get excited when we get a chance to talk about all of these things. My son destination wedding was almost 2 years ago, y'all. Guess who mama got paid for that check? All right. He was like, Kyra, wait, why do you keep advising us to go on a destination wedding? Why? So your mama can get paid. Y'all think about all the things that you'll have access to. This is not a timeshare. Somebody say that in the comments. This is not a vacation club. This is a full-fledged business, as Director Kyra shared with you guys. So you're going to have direct access to customer support, not just with the host agency, but directly with the suppliers. It's funny, one of my very first big bookings was a group cruise. I called the cruise line. Guess what? They stayed on the phone with me, y'all, and walked me through the entire process. And I thought, wow, that was nice. But then I realized that they're in competition with other cruise lines. If they didn't help me, they wouldn't get paid. So understand that as well. And how many of you are busy? Just drop the word busy in the comments if that's you. Because most people start this business while raising a family, working a full-time job, or they already have other full-time businesses and commitments. So the great thing about this travel business, it's on demand. It was literally designed for busy people. So what does that mean for you guys? That means that you could do this whenever you have time. Everything is recorded. And yes, we do have some live events, but they record those and have them for you later as well. So all of your training, all of your access, plus you get sales and marketing material. And on that other slide, I'm going to reach out to Planet Marketing and IntelliTravel and tell them to add how much AI systems we have in place now as well. We have a brand new AI tool that you simply log in, how many clients are traveling, what their dates are, what their budgets are, what they want, guys. And our AI tool in our back office will put together the whole itinerary, making it even easier for you to book this travel. So now what do you think about when you think of travel? You're getting paid for everything: cruises, vacation packages, tours, car rentals, airline tickets, hotel rooms. You're not limited. We're talking about the entire industry of resorts, travel insurance, sports and entertainment tickets, y'all, vacation rentals. Don't think Airbnb, think next level, right? We're talking about high-level luxury vacation rentals all over the world, excursions, activities, passports, and visas. And I absolutely love that we have these options here.
And then people always ask us, why travel? Why now? I need y'all to type this in the comments. $10 trillion industry annually. That has to make sense. One time, LaVonda, I went to a high school and gave a presentation about our opportunity. And The first thing that stood out to them when I asked them the question, or what do they like best, they said it's a $10 trillion industry. Those were children in high school. So what does that mean for us? We winning, because if they can see the vision, we got to go out there and scout some high school students, right? But it's a $15 trillion industry projected in the next 10 plus years. Number one research word online. When I worked a full-time job, yes, I worked my job with integrity, but I also used to look online to see what my next vacation would look like. How else was I going to do it? Okay, I'm there majority of the day. So you have to understand that Generation X is spending over $3 trillion annually. I didn't say monthly, week, annually, y'all. They're killing it. Quality over quantity. I get it. You take on so many things in life. Why wouldn't you want to enjoy that work-life balance? The boomers. If you're a baby boomer, shout that out in the comments, because we love our baby boomers. I have one of our Miss Jamie, 70 plus years of age, right now doing a whole road trip, Niagara Falls, living her best life. And I just love watching them because they're spending over 2.5 trillion annually. Because when they retire, they want to travel. But see that group of millennials? I'm one of those individuals spending over 4 trillion annually in this industry. And let's talk about the Generation Z. I'm going to shout them out, because, you know, they're killing it right now. We watching the blogs and all the reviews. They're spending over 1.5 trillion annually. They basically say, look, we ain't got to wait till retirement. We're going to do this thing now. But the one thing that they lack, Lavonda, they're not showing people how to earn income. And that's what I'm excited about, because that's what everyone is going to be learning about today.
Absolutely. And y'all understand that we're not talking about something that people haven't heard of. So a lot of times most people are like, well, I don't want to be a salesperson. You don't have to be, because you're literally getting paid on what people are doing anyway. Now, I want y'all to put your entrepreneur hats on and really see this from a business perspective. Because yes, when we think about travel, we think about vacation, we think about fun. But what about the travel we have to do? Any of y'all ever had to travel for a funeral? Maybe a family emergency? Anyone ever had to travel for medical treatment, surgery? Y'all, dental tourism is on the rise right now. Mommy makeovers, people aren't doing that in their local cities. They are traveling for these things. I was traveling in the oil and gas industry for work. People travel for business. They travel for their education. There are so many reasons people travel. So literally almost everyone you know is traveling, or they want to travel. And we're about to take a few moments of your time to show you some examples of how much money you can earn.
When I first got started, this one here was the reason that made the most sense to me. I was already a frequent business traveler. I was a part of the sales team. I traveled. I was in the field. They never said, Kyra, make sure you book on this website. Here's the company card. Get there. So just imagine you being that business traveler, or knowing people that are business travelers, telling them, patronize your business, book on your website, or being smarter about the transaction and booking on your own personalized website. And that's exactly what I did. Y'all, 3 times a month, booking on my own portal, coming home to a check over $151. What could that do for you? Pay a light bill, pay a phone bill, could pay something. But I'm going to tell you right now, it's the check that you didn't even know that you could have access to. Then we have the golfers. Y'all, 5-day golf trip, Scottsdale, Arizona, group of 4, killing it. As you mentioned, people are golfing. They love golfing. They love taking their family and friends, and they're going to do it with or without us. So you might as well show them how to tap into that. And that's over $274. Now we're talking about maybe, getting a new appliance in the house. Maybe your dishwasher broke. You got to get somebody to come on out and fix that. This is the money and the checks that you don't even realize come at the time frames that you really, really need them. But the 7-day honeymooners, look, you said your son got married. I was at the wedding. So I went to that beautiful wedding that you did plan. And they also went on their honeymoon right after the wedding. How amazing is that? 7 days, $561. Now just imagine empowering that couple. Hey, I want to make sure that you come home to a check. That's how I like to talk to my clients nowadays. But that's Cancun, that's butler service. But as you mentioned, you booked the group cruise too, and you need to let them know what they should be expecting.
Listen, guys, we're talking about travel. So some of you may think, well, my family doesn't travel. It doesn't have to be your family. It's a business. We're going to teach you how to brand yourself, how to market yourself, and how to really put yourself out there. And I want you guys to imagine that a family decide that they are choosing you as the agent to book their family reunion cruise. And we have a friend of ours that's also in business with us, Director Brandon. He had never even been on a cruise before and booked a cruise just like this, y'all. Imagine 5 days, 4 nights, all right, a Western Caribbean cruise. Now, these are 20 cabins, $2,240 in commission. Now, what if it took you a couple weeks to put this together? Most people are already working a job. Drop the word JOB in the comments. So we're not telling you you have to quit your job to do this. Keep your job and add additional income. Y'all are going to have fun learning and earning in this business. When I got fired from my 6-figure job while working this business, it was thanks to us being travel agents that I was able to go to the Bahamas on what we call educational trips. Some people in our industry also call them familiarization trips. So as a travel business owner, you're going to have access to the entire industry where you get to educate yourself by experiencing travel like a client. Y'all eating the food, drinking the drinks. Director Kyra and I, we were on a cruise, y'all. People are like, look at y'all turning up. We're wearing bikinis, maxi dresses, drinking cocktails. But see, our work looked like everyone else's vacations. How many of you guys would like to experience that? Now, we have tons of travel vendors and travel products, and that sounds very fancy, but we're talking about those same flights, hotels, resorts, cruises, car companies, and you can become a certified specialist anywhere in the world for free. In fact, all business owners that are already a part of Team Relentless, go ahead and drop in the comments some of your certifications you've completed. We have Carnival Cruise Specialists. We have Royal Caribbean Cruise Specialists. We have Destination Wedding Specialists. We even have Autism Travel Specialists, Faith-Based Specialists, Dubai Specialists. There are hundreds. I can't name them all. And we also advance through different levels through IntelliTravel. They recognize you for your amount of travel that you're learning to book and the commission. So if you're a dream maker, vacation builder, or travel genius, drop that in the comments as well.
We're going to talk about fam trips. This is basically a short word for familiarization, the opportunity for you to come and learn about your product, learn about the country, what they offer, the brand, the hotel, everything you could potentially think about. But this is an opportunity for you to become a wellness travel expert, okay, where you're going to be able to become licensed in this in this entity. And I personally take pride in that, because if no one else is going to put you out there, make sure you put me in the environment. So we're just going to kidnap you all and say, come on down to the Grill Jamaica, 4 days, 3 nights, all inclusive, adults only, and $499. $499 per person. That could be you partnering with your local personal trainers. That could be you partnering with individuals that host holistic retreats. Like, you have the opportunity now to level up. But then we have Punta Cana. I don't know if y'all ever been to DR. Type that in the comments. If you've ever been to DR, I've been to Punta Cana. I've been to La Romana. You know, there's so many beautiful, I've even went to Santo Domingo. Look, all 3 are different. That's all I'm gonna say, y'all, but they're all beautiful. And this is yet another opportunity for you to go to Punta Cana, 4 days, 3 nights, 5-star, all inclusive. And we've had agents go on this amazing trip, spending over $720 per person, and they became luxury travel advisors. And we already know everybody likes a little luxe in their life. So this is the opportunity for you to partner with us so that you also can take advantage of these amazing opportunities.
See, can you hear me okay? Okay, perfect, guys. So a lot of times people want to know, like, why should I choose IntelliTravel? I believe it's these 3 guarantees. Truly, number 1, you get the best travel price guarantee. Understand that, yes, prices and commissions are already put together. Commissions are included inside the price, but IntelliTravel take it a step further. If you can't meet or beat your competitor pricing, apples to apples, the company is going to offer you the opportunity to give your clients a refund of the, or not the refund of the difference, but a credit of the difference, so they could book a future trip with you. Now, I always get twisted up with this because, y'all, after 10 years of being in the business, I've never needed the price match guarantee. You as a travel agent, you're already getting the best prices, but I love the fact that we have this guarantee in place. We also have people that are scared, skeptical. Some people have never owned a business before, or you never thought until today you even wanted a travel business. So we have a 30-day money back guarantee for you. What that means is that you can get started today, get access to everything we just shared with you, your credentials, access to book travel, access to those IntelliTrips. And if for whatever reason you decide you just want to be a consumer in travel, cancel your business and get 100% of your money back. But how many of you understand that this is a business? Drop the word business in the comments, because that takes it to another level. Now we have a unique profit guarantee. It states if you stay in business for 12 months, you get a chance to keep your business. But if you decide, well, this isn't for me, after 12 months, guess what? Cancel. If you haven't earned more or saved more than you invested, the company refunds you the difference and still allow you to keep your business. That is simply why we are known as a top Better Business Bureau, top host agency, and how we've been in business for over 35 years. So I know Director Kyra, we're going to share some of these cool examples. But like I said, you guys are going to share your business online. I was able to meet Grant. He was actually a referral from another client. He was always traveling, said, hey, you should reach out to LaVonda. She teach people how to be a travel agent. Guys, I'm excited because Grant Stevens and his wife, they're actually getting ready to own a property in Belize. They're getting ready for retirement, and he got his travel business started. He says, I joined a travel business to save money on my own adventures, extra income on the side, and start building something for life after the railroad. With just a few years until retirement, I wanted a way to turn my love for travel into a small financial move.
And then we have the lovely Miss Joy Hardin. She said, I set out initially to heal and promote positive grief through travel to help me in my journey after my sunshine's transition. Now I'm not only healing and traveling, I'm empowering others to do the same. Shout out to Goal Builder Miss Joy.
Yes, I think they're still in Bali. She's been to Bali like 2 or 3 times in the past year. So we're super fired up about that, guys. So I know Director Kyra got a chance to tell her story. Before we go into the second part of our presentation, I just want to share a little bit about myself and my journey. When I got started, I was like most of you, I was already working a job, a dream job. Any of y'all ever got the job you dreamed of? Literally, you prayed for it because they were paying what you wanted. They were located where you wanted. The benefit package was good. That was me. I was working, earning 6 figures in the oil and gas industry, you guys. But when I was introduced to this business, it just made sense. I was already traveling for work, traveling for fun, and I was the group chat starter. I'm the one that did all the planning in the group chat and putting those trips together. So when I learned that you can get on the money-making side of travel, that was a game changer. But y'all, I didn't know 4.5 months after starting this business, that job would fire me. Anybody been laid off, terminated, downsized, whatever words they come up with? But the best part about that day was me not being sad. I'll never forget calling my husband, being excited, saying, guess what, baby, my job fired me today. And he was confused, as any spouse would be, right? Why are we happy about this? I said, we're happy because I got paid twice from this little business I've been working on the side. I don't want to go back to work another job. I wanted to stay home and homeschool our kids and just be that full-time mom. At the time, y'all, my babies were 2 and 3 years old. My oldest son was in high school playing high school sports. My husband was working for the government as well as running his personal training business. Fast forward today, I've homeschooled my kids. I helped my husband retire 3 years ago from his government job. We travel for cheer, football, and as y'all can see, that destination wedding there, right? I'm now a multiple 6-figure income earner in the company. So I want you guys to discover this opportunity and really tap in.
There's power in our network. I need y'all to type that in the comments. There's power in our network. This side of the business, I'm going to be as transparent as I can be, because this is a side of the business that I had no desire to really embark on. Did I do it? Yes, but I had no desire because no one told me that I had power and leverage in my network, right? You got those friends, you've been friends with them since high school, you go to college, you're friends with them since college. It ain't just about, hey, can you give me a ride to the corner store? Do you want to go take a trip? It's now time to learn how we can empower each other, y'all. And I want us to elevate the mindset of our network now. Capitalize on the power of leverage and residual income. You know Uncle Warren Buffett? And if you don't, he's my uncle. He told me some great advice a few years ago, 10 years ago to be exact. Never rely on a single source of income. You must invest in order to create a second source. So I want y'all to type that in the chat, invest, because that's exactly what I did 10 years ago when I didn't even know what the next stage of my life was going to be. But I knew I could turn something that I love into a lucrative income stream. And that's exactly what it did, teaching me the power of leverage weekly income. Just imagine empowering your family and friends that you found something, that you tapped into a $10 trillion industry, and you need them to see what you just got into. You partnered with a network of over 145,000 agents. You have access to immediate inventory. Y'all, that's powerful. But just imagine you empowering them and the company paying you. You're getting paid every time you show someone how to start their very own travel business. And in this industry, we call that direct sales. But in reality, all I did was directly point you to what's going to change your life. Now you get paid $50 every time you show someone how to own their own travel business. I'm collecting those checks. That's unlimited, uncapped. As many people that you want to empower, you can start earning that income. But just let them know how it gets a little better when they earn those 50% override.
The 50% override is my favorite part. And this is for those of you who are shy, you don't know a lot of people, you have a small circle. You're getting paid from people that you don't even know. The company says they're going to give you a 50% check match on all of your personal referrals. For example, Director Kyra, she was a total stranger, you guys. She found me online. When she got started, guess what? She started sharing this business with others as well. She earned her own $50, but every time she earned $50, I would earn $25. How many of you know people that you don't know? Everybody. Just imagine if you were to bring someone on and they earn $100 for the week, like in this example, right? Some people that you don't know, you could have introduced your coworker. They signed up their sister and their neighbor. She would earn $100, you would earn $50. And that is for every single person that you brought into this business. I have personally sponsored well over 500 plus people, you guys. Director Kyra, well over 100 plus people. And so you think about that as well. And so break down these bonuses for them.
Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. See, I didn't know how powerful the $10 would be in my life, because as we are gradually growing and building our business, we have the opportunity to start accessing some extra income. So I'm going to just take us through the Builder program. You may not get acknowledged on your job when you do something very, very well, but over here, we want to celebrate you. So just imagine you introducing this business to 3 people. That's 3 people you know. Hey, you travel? Girl, I need to show you how to get on the money-making side. That is an opportunity for you to earn $150. What could you do with that? I already told y'all travel commissions. Now just imagine a weekly check coming to you because you chose to help 3 people. So that's the beauty. Bronze builder, we congratulate them. Then they got a silver builder. That's 6 people. Do you know 6 people that travel? Well, we're going to reward you by acknowledging that you are a silver builder. And I just love when they get pinned, when we have our meetings and they get their pins received, because we want to acknowledge that we see you growing. But see, the gold builders, okay, y'all, just type gold builder in the comments, because that's what you should strive for, helping those 9 individuals so they can go out there and help 9 more individuals. But this is when we start tapping into extra income. All right, your first $10 level bonus. So remember, you get $50 if you sell an agency. Now it's $60. Remember, you get $25 if they sell an agency. Now it's $35. And then as your organization continuously grow, you get $10 bills for everybody that enters your organization. What about a 10% match on your personal ITA's travel commissions? Now, I know you have a personal example yourself, Ms. Lavonda, but let's think about it. You've been getting comma checks with travel commissions as long as I've known you. And that's been over 10 years now. But that's the beauty of empowering people to start their own businesses. They book the travel, but by default, our company pays us a 10% override because we showed them the network they can now leverage and earn the income from. But then those 10% matches on the matrix commissions. Now we're about to talk about a whole nother opportunity. Well, not a whole nother opportunity. We're about to talk about a whole nother stream of income. But you have to understand there are people who see this vision and choose to go and help a lot more people. And you can benefit as they start to build a team to get those 10% overrides, which we will be explaining how that money works on the next slide.
Exactly, you guys. I really want y'all to understand this is more like, for me, for some people that say, well, I'm not a salesperson. Me either. What I think about this is more like being a corporate recruiter. We're sharing an opportunity for people to own their own travel business. The travel industry trains the travel agents on your behalf, and both companies are paying to reward you as a thank you. So how many of y'all have residual bills? Everybody should say me. And the residual bills are always due, right? There's a phone bill, there's a car note, there's a car insurance, there's a phone insurance plan, there's everything. And these bills are due, and they don't care about your feelings. They don't care if you're sick or not, if you're working or not. If you want to keep that service or asset, you need to pay the bill. So now I want you guys to think about residual income. Now, this was an eye-opener for me because no one in my family talked about residual income. No one in college told me about residual income, not even on jobs. So when I came here and the company says, listen, we're going to pay you $4 per active travel agent that lands inside of your matrix every month, they decide to keep their business active. I thought, wow, this is amazing. Guys, you each will receive your own 3x9 team build matrix. And they call it a team build matrix because it's filled by people you bring on board, by people your team members bring on board, and even your sponsor who invited you to check this out. They can sponsor someone and they also can land in your matrix. We call that spillover. And as long as you unlock the matrix, you can get paid. So imagine on your first 2 levels, you bring on 2 people. That's required in order to unlock the first 2 levels of the matrix. You can earn up to $48 in residual income. You get 3 positions open on your first level, and it multiplies by 3. So you have 9 on your second level. You have 27 positions on your third level. You want to earn up to $156 in monthly residual? Go ahead and sponsor 3 personal agents. You want to unlock more? Earn more by helping more people. Personally sponsor 8 agents, you guys, and you will unlock up to 8 levels. But why not do all 9? When you go builder, you unlock all 9 levels of the matrix. And guess what? You will earn over $118,092 in residual income. Now, the best part about this, it doesn't happen overnight. I remember my first residual check was over $400, y'all. I thought the company accidentally paid me. I called them and said, y'all accidentally sent me $400. And I remember Leanne Treckler that was on that previous slide. She said, LaVonda, it's your residual check. Do you remember the $4? I said, wait a minute, $4 do that? I had a team of over 100. Now I have a team of over $3,400, you guys. We have people in the company that have teams of over 10,000, 20,000. So I love the fact that we now have this opportunity. When I understood it, Director Kyra, I remember telling my husband, he thought I was crazy. You know, I went crazy now, right? But I said, babe, one day we're going to pay all of our residual bills with residual income. We've been doing that now for well over 8 years, y'all, where all of our residual bills are paid through auto pay thanks to our residual income. And let's break down and talk about our leadership program, becoming a director in the company.
I think everyone should aspire to be a director in our company. Because it sets the tone of leadership. It lets you know that you understand the value of having access to this network because it's a beautiful network. And so we have the opportunity for you to become a director. And we have 1 through 10 right now. So what does that tell you? We are still rapidly growing. But as a 1-star director, y'all, that means that you went out there and helped 100 people on yourself, because we do have people that do that successfully. Or you choose to leverage. You say, hey, you know 9, you're not. If those 9 people you went go with all go and get 9, you are now a 1-star director with a team of 100 individuals. That's a $500 bonus coming into your bank. Coming into your bank and your account, right? On the first of the month. First time I got that check, I was stuck in New Orleans. Hurricane Harvey had hit in Houston, Texas. I could not get back in for almost 2 to 3 weeks. Of course, my job was not paying me because I was not trading hours for dollars, but that was the first check that hit my bank account. Without a doubt, that's why I'm still here. because I saw the leverage of what that can do for me. But you remember those $10 bonuses that I mentioned when you hit gold? Now you get an extra 10. So instead of 50, you're getting 70. Instead of 25, you're getting 45. And as you can see, we bring those $10 bills up and down this line. But 2-star team of 300, $1,000 bonus. What could you do with that? Type that in the chat. If you had $1,000 coming into your household, because data tells us if you have at least a minimum of $500 or $1,000 coming into your household per month, it could prevent a lot of foreclosures. And so I want y'all to think from that mentality. I'm a 3-star director. I have a 500 team balance, over 1,800 individuals, but I have a team balance of 500. That's a $2,000 check coming in my household. Yes, that pays the mortgage. All right. And I love it because I get an extra $10 bill. Now I'm getting $90 every time I help someone. Our lovely coach that you heard already, and she spoke, team well over 1,500, but she earns a $5,000 bonus every first of the month. She said she wanted her bills on auto pay. I think that could handle a couple of bills. Would you agree? So we have 5, 6, 7. Right now, y'all, we have our first 7-star director, team over 25,000 ITAs. This woman receives a $30,000 bonus every first of the month. How powerful is that? What could you do with that? Yes, that's not her annual income. That's one bonus coming per month. Oh, 36 to 90. Look, I'm doing all the numbers right now. But we take you all the way out to 10-star because we want to help you continuously grow. So this means for us, that's room for you to grow. 8, 9, and 10, up to $250,000 of money is on the table for you to earn that. And of course, we're going to recognize you, give you a beautiful jacket, give you some nice pins. You know, you need the recognition, and knowing that you have an opportunity that honors that if you don't make a minimum of at least $1,000, because as a 1-star, you should be making a minimum of $1,000, but your company is going to guarantee that you will have that minimally from all your income sources.
I love that. And, you know, I want to go back and recognize people. So we want to know who we have on. If you are a bronze builder, a silver builder, a gold builder, if you are a 1-star, 2-star, 3-star director, go ahead and shout that out in the comments so our guests know who are on. But guys, this is the game changer. I know when I worked in corporate America, I aspired to become a director in the oil and gas industry. All right. Now it was different in corporate because they required about 25 years of experience. They required a master's degree and so many other things. Here as a director, you're not pressured to do it. But those of you who love leading and helping other people, all that matters is your work ethic. And then it goes to another level where you then will be rewarded a presidential ring and Rolex watch program when you tap into the 6 and 7-figure income. Anybody else want to earn 6 figures? Y'all, we have so many people that are earning 6 figures that were never qualified to do it on a job. So if you don't already earn 6 figures, you're not counted out. Y'all, listen, Director Kyra had that beautiful sapphire ring where she's earning a minimum of $8,333 per month. Now I'm saying she's earning that, but it's well over that, right? But as soon as you tap into that minimum income, that means $100,000 a year. What kind of opportunities will open up for you and your family? See, a year and a half after losing my 6-figure job, I received that 6-figure ring. I knew that if I didn't replace that 6-figure income, I would need to go back and get a job. But I was able to do that being my own boss. My husband and I, we now wear the ruby ring. That's a minimum of $20,833 per month. And that's still not enough for us. We're ready for that diamond ring category with a minimum income of $41,666 per month. How many of you know that the more money you earn, the more money you desire to earn? People wonder why wealthy people continue to get wealthy, because you start to get comfortable at the positions where you are. And we already have $500,000 ring wearers. We have 8 documented millionaires in our company, y'all. These individuals are earning a minimum of $83,333 per month. In fact, the top 5 are doing 6 figures a month. The number 1 earner who just hit 7-star this year, she's doing over $200,000 a month. Now, how big are your dreams, right? It doesn't matter your background, your education, your resume. It's your work ethic and your heart to help others. And every 5-star get that Rolex watch. I don't know if I would ever buy a Rolex watch, but I can't wait to earn it as a 5-star director, y'all. Now, break this down, Kyra, because a lot of people think, wow, that's a lot of money being talked about. Is it real? Is it legitimate? Is it a scheme?
Well, I have my own personal testimony now, being in the industry for over 10 years, but also seeing that your work does not go in vain. And when I became a six-figure earner last year, I received my ring on stage. So y'all saw that beautiful sapphire ring. That's my personal testimony of just staying true to the process, not quitting, but also understanding that I looked at this document right here, the document that's reported to the IRS. When people say, hey, are y'all really earning income in this company? I don't have to go back and forth. I send them a copy of our income disclosure. And then I tell them, you let me know how much you want to earn. The ball is in your court. And sometimes you have to be that honest with people. But what I love is the transparency. As you can see, as a rep on a low, $0. I had one lady tell me one time, well, I mean, that's odd. They put zero. I said, that's not odd. That's truth. That's letting you know you come in this company, you don't do the work, you will not earn an income. So that's how transparent you are with partnering with us. But a goal builder, remember, they at least built a team of 9 on a high, earning over $655,000. What could you do with income like that? On a low, a goal builder 142. We're going to take it down, go to 3-star. I'm a 3-star right now. On a high, 3 stars are earning over $716,000. On a low, 42,000. Averaging, y'all, about 127,000 of extra income in your household. So if you're working a job already, just imagine all this extra income you could be utilizing for retirement. Okay, putting something in position that you know can outlast you. That's what we have to get in, that type of mindset. But then we're gonna go straight to the 6 stars. We need to update it right for next year, 7-star. But yeah, 6 stars earning on a high over 1,491,000, on a low 668,000, and averaging minimally of 1,088,000. So I'm just letting y'all know this is real. We don't have anything to fabricate other than facts, and we can't wait for you all to see the opportunity for yourselves.
Yes. So you get those 1099s every year. You earn a minimum of $600, y'all. That's yours. And IntelliTravel also give those as well. My favorite part on this slide, though, is the lowest earning income of $0. Why is that? Because if you do nothing, you earn nothing. People are scared of get rich quick schemes, but that's actually what some people want. They want to know, well, how can I get rich quick? Well, let's go to work and you can start to build consistent income. So I absolutely love it. Guys, we have a Planet Marketing Pledge. How many of you are moms, dads, aunts, uncles, grandparents? Anybody? Drop that in the comments. This is what motivated my husband and I to become 6-figure earners. It states that as a Planet Marketing Director, feel secure in knowing that in the event of your death, the Planet business you've built will outlast you. That means your family will still receive your Planet Marketing weekly commission, director pay, director bonuses, and monthly residual income. Now, if you understand how life insurance works, you get a check and that's it. Do what you do. But guys, this is a game changer. We've already, unfortunately, have lost directors in our company. And guess what? Their families are still receiving income to this day. So if you're looking to leave a legacy for your kids, your grandkids, your nieces, nephews, even your close family friends, this is going to be that opportunity. This is a screenshot of our directors. We have a beautiful team of leaders that says, I'm not going to gatekeep this information. I'm not going to keep it a secret. I am going to go out and help other people start their travel agent business. And we are Team Relentless with thousands of people on a team, thanks to these incredible leaders. And I definitely want to bring one to the front of the call. She's on with us right now. This is Director Deneen Thompson. She's been on our team, y'all, since 2018. She's a wife, she's a mom, and she now works this business full time as a 1-star director. So, Kyra, let's go ahead and interview Director Deneen.
Oh my gosh. Other than just how amazing she is, this woman is a Century Club individual. You remember when I said you can go out there and get 100 on your own? She did. So that speaks volumes, and it lets us know what we know that we have access to. So if you don't mind, Denise, just share with us a little bit about your story, the journey, the becoming, because we do know that this industry really truly shows that we're becoming.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Director Kyron and Director Lavonda. I appreciate you guys for having me on this evening. So my story was really simple. I'm a retired Air Force veteran. I came into the business about 4 months after I walked away from my last official job. I walked away from my job because I knew that I had to be more available to my family. Right. My mother was diagnosed with cancer and I became her caregiver. And so throughout that journey, I fell into this travel business. And I wasn't vocal when I first started in the business, right? I played small. Don't do that, y'all. I played small when I first started the business because I didn't think I fit the part. But with under your leadership, Kyra, and your leadership, Lavonda, I became who I am now, and I'm still becoming, right? And so this opportunity has given myself another way of leading. I was already familiar with leading in the military, but I was not familiar with leading here in this industry. So I appreciate being under you guys' tutelage.
I love how when you first got started, you did what you already knew how to do, which was travel. You was
Yes, ma'am.
enjoying your travel. So what
Yes,
made
ma'am.
you make the switch from saying, I'm not just going to enjoy this industry and sell travel to others, but I'm now going to share with other people how they too could start a travel business?
It was back to my mother. My mother was when she got her third diagnosis, but by the time everything was over, she was diagnosed 3 separate times with cancer. And the third one, we knew she wasn't going to survive that one. When she finally did transition, she transitioned with a $10,000 insurance policy. And I say this not to say that that's a condemnation of my mother. It is just the reality. She transitioned with $10,000. That was it. I have 3 babies and 2 grandbabies. I don't want them. I want to leave them with something more than funny stories and goofy pictures because there's a lot of them of me, right? But I want to leave them with something that they can have a leg up in life. So that's what started this journey, right?
I love that.
Most definitely. And then I want to, conclude with this as well, Deneen. Just as people are considering an opportunity like this and being a busy mom, being a wife, being all these different titles, but choosing to also say, I want to leave the title of leaving the legacy for my family. So I want you to share with us why should people even aspire to leave a legacy for their family? And most importantly, how parting words for them so that they can know that you mean business and they should come in this opportunity and mean the same as well.
So I'm an Air Force veteran. I'm a disabled Air Force veteran. That means the government pays me every single month. Yes, it doesn't cover everything. When my heart stops beating, that check will stop flowing. They will take it and put it back into the US government Treasury Department. They will not ask my husband, do they have enough money for the mortgage? They will not ask my husband, do they have enough money for the college tuition or the baby orthodontics bills? They won't. They know that I stop existing and so does that income. But what about my babies? Y'all, if you really want to leave a legacy for your babies, then I believe that this is the opportunity to take advantage of. I have done a lot of things in my life here on earth, and nobody has ever given me a pledge like this. Nobody has ever paid me the way that we are paid with this opportunity. You can't control what your job does, but you doggone sure can control how big and how much money you make with your business. So if you're thinking about it, then do it. There's no point in you holding back. Just go, right? There's no gray area. It either is or it isn't. You're going to do this or you not. So you are. So welcome to the team.
Ooh, I love it. Game changer. Thank you so much for being on. I know you have 6-figure goals, and I know that y'all, she's literally moments away from becoming a 2-star director. So we're excited about that. And thank you so much for being on with us. How many of you guys can see yourselves as being a top producer of someone that is hold on, I don't know how to bring her down, that you are interested also in learning how to do uh I mean, just helping other people. When she talk about her mother, I always feel her energy because she was a part of the team as this was happening. And I just watched her to continue to work. And I'm like, wow, she's allowing her pain to become her passion to build her purpose. That was so powerful. But this is a turnkey business. You're going to get the support. You're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. And that's not cliche. We're giving you everything you need, the tools, the systems, the training, the support, online, offline, and it's all on demand, as well with having a mobile app and everything that you need to be a successful business owner. So now, Director Kyra, let's talk about how much money does it take, right? It takes money to make money, and that is the absolute truth.
It truly is. And I want you all to understand price is what you pay, but value is what you get. Would y'all agree with that? I wish I could say how many times I spent money on things that never gave me a return of my time or investment. So you have to look at the investment of what you all have. Y'all heard about two amazing opportunities tonight. Two amazing opportunities to empower individuals that they also can become entrepreneurs, earn that passive income, earn that residual income, and be able to benefit from two amazing well-known companies. So that one-time opportunity is a startup cost of $199.90. You become a rep, you help people, you show them the way, you become a travel business owner, you book the dream trips, you earn the commission checks. We have the best of both worlds, but that one-time startup cost of $199.90 allows you to maximize on both opportunities. But just to break it down, and again, your monthly overhead is only $59.90. Yes, less than $60, less than $2 a day to run two amazing businesses that will allow you to earn uncapped income. And if y'all don't know what that means, that just means that you're not at a cap. We want you to go above and beyond. So to break that down in simpler terms, $19.95 of that is the marketing side, which is $19.95 of that monthly. And our travel side of the business is the $179.95, and your monthly will be that $39.95. But that one-time investment of $199.90 is all it takes. And your monthly overhead that don't start until the following month of $59.90 is positioning you to have a lucrative business that can pay you for a lifetime.
Definitely pay you for a lifetime. And I want you guys to get with your tax professionals, those of you that's located in the US, and ask them what are the benefits of owning a travel home-based business. In fact, you can go to irs.gov yourself and just type in home business travel, those three words, and you will see the opportunities that will unlock for you tapping into this opportunity. Now, when you join our team, this is exclusive to Team Relentless, you get additional bonuses at no additional cost to you. Now, I've had people to see what we offer and go join someone else's team, and they're like, well, I didn't get the 14-day workbook because that's only for our team. I didn't get the automated recruiting system. That's only if you're on our team, guys. You get access to our private Facebook group. We give you tips, you network. We even have team members that meet together and travel together. We have our own exclusive Team Relentless University. We have offer you guys unlimited one-on-one coaching sessions with top leaders in the company that we never charge you for. I pay for a ton of templates so you don't have to. So you get a chance to enjoy free marketing templates, unlimited vacation vouchers. You guys are getting ready to get one free voucher just for being our guest tonight. But when you join, you get unlimited vouchers to use for your business. And we even have a team map. So no matter where you are in the world, there's thousands of us on our team. You can meet up, work together, and have so much fun together. Now, if you're ready to get started, you can get back to the person who invited you, or you can simply go back to privatetravellaunch.com, and enrollment instructions are right there on that site as well. But guys, we have three types of people who are checking us out right now. Number threes are those who said, I got the information, no thank you. Well, stay tuned because you still get a voucher. We know this business isn't for everyone. We're here to educate you, not to convince you, not to try to beg you, but we definitely wanted to plant that seed. So if you ever change your mind later and says, you know what, I do want to give that business a shot, go get back to the person who originally shared this with you. If you're more likely to be a customer and book travel, Give back to the person who invited you. They're not just recruiting agents. They are a travel agent that can book that travel for you. All right. Then number two is y'all have questions. Start typing it right now in the chat. You can go ahead and start typing those questions. We're going to answer some of those questions live for you right now while we're on. But if they come to you later, make sure you get back to the person who invited you and ask them. Y'all don't go ask somebody that's not in the business, that don't understand business, because they're almost guaranteed to give you bad information. And if you're ready to join the team, drop a number 1 in the comments. Number ones are ready to go. You probably were ready to sign up 45 minutes ago when we were talking about all the access you get in travel. Maybe you were ready to join 30 plus minutes ago when we were sharing those examples of the trips to Jamaica and Punta Cana. Or maybe for you, it's the legacy. You don't want to leave your family a bill. You want to leave them a will. No matter what, we're ready for you to get started. Remember, as soon as you join, you're getting all of your travel agent credentials tonight. You're getting all of your access to training tonight. You're getting access to our workbook, our Facebook group, and you can literally start building your team also tonight. So I love that. And here is your surprise vacation voucher. Guess what? We even have some business partners that are probably still in Miami right now, just getting back. But guys, this is a voucher. All you have to do is screenshot this so you don't forget it. That'll help, right? Screenshot it so you have the information. But what you will do is text the word Miami, Miami, to 281-767-9711, and you will enjoy a 3-night luxury hotel accommodation of your choice. You get to choose, and you're only paying the taxes and fees. My sister, she actually took advantage of this voucher. She was referring me out to her friends. So I said, hey, here's, choose which vouchers you want. She chose the Miami one, and she's staying in a 4.5-star property, guys. She only paid $37 a night for the taxes. When I looked up the hotel, the rate was over $500 a night. I was like, wait a minute. So that's why we chose this amazing voucher for you guys. And plus, Miami is a good vibe, isn't it, Kyra? We've spent plenty of times in Miami together.
Baby, look, my early 20s, that's every time I was taking a trip, I was in Miami. But I can definitely tell you so much beauty of Miami and in Florida in general. I just went to a Florida showcase, and when I saw all the other areas, I was like, wow, I really didn't realize the treasure and gem. But Miami is one of those spots. So if you've never been, this is your one opportunity to go and stay and give Lux vibes at that. So we look forward to y'all enjoying that.
Yes, indeed. So make sure, I don't see any questions in the chat. Do you see any questions? Drop a 1 in the comments if you are looking to get started. I see comments coming through on YouTube. We have some comments coming through here on Facebook as well. We are excited to welcome you guys to Team Relentless, where we are a 4-star going 5-star organization, y'all. You're not just a number with us. You're definitely a part of our family. As you can see, we love to connect. We like to eat together. We'll party a little bit together. We love learning together, bonding, all the things. We go to company events, industry events, and we even host our own team events. So if you're not asking questions now, we hope to welcome them later. Let's see. Demetria. Nisha, you have to text the word Miami to 281-767-9711, and that's how you get the voucher. Demetria asks, my guest just asked, can she use the voucher anytime? I think you have up to 18 months to use the voucher. You will go and tell them the dates and all of those things. And the vouchers are limited in the sense of they will approve your dates and time, which is why I love being in the travel business. Where we don't have limitations is obviously is our thank you for getting the information. So we're super excited that you are taking advantage of our thank you gift. You're welcome, Demetria. So I don't see any questions. So Kyra, let's close out. If someone was sitting on the fence and they were thinking, I do this, what would you tell them today?
What I tell you is don't overthink about it. Don't procrastinate on your future. Don't allow yourself to limit yourself to just your payroll, your 401k. Do not allow yourself to think that there's no opportunity like this that exists, because we showed it to you tonight. 10 years plus in this industry has shown me everything I needed to know. I'm tapped in. Y'all, they love this industry. Is so beautiful, but yet it's such a tight-knit community. They have a lot to protect it. So I want y'all to understand that when y'all partner with us, you're coming a part of an organization that want to love on you, care about you, train you up, coach you, put you where all the resources are available to you so that you can go out there and have a lucrative business. And you're connected to top leaders and top coaches. So it's as simple as make the decision. Don't overcomplicate it. You heard her mention that we got a 30-day money back guarantee. I'm not questionable if somebody tells me I can get my money back. But I also know that the seed that I plant, I can't think that that's going to work in 30 days or less. You should go to the long haul. Think of a business plan so that you can allow it to produce the fruit it can definitely produce. So other than that, we can't wait to welcome y'all to the team.
Yes, more questions are asked about the voucher. You guys go to the text code. It tells you all the details about the voucher. My advice to those of you that's sitting on the fence about the business is why not try it out for 30 days, right? Find out if it is the right business for you or not. There's literally no risk. You can cancel and get your money back. But what if something happens in 30 days to your job the way it did with me? Are you prepared to lose a job, right? We have insurance on everything. If we break our phone, we have an insurance plan to cover the phone. If we get in a car accident, we have car insurance to cover the car if something happened. If we die, we have life insurance, which I don't know why they don't call it death insurance. But anyway, you have insurance to help keep your family comfortable. Most times the policies are just good enough to cover the funeral expenses and a little extra. But what about the things that we really want to take care of? What do you have in place for that? That's one of the reasons why I got super excited about this, because I finally found something I actually love that I can make money from, that I would never get tired of doing. And if you already love to travel, and if you already enjoy making money, we want to invite you to get started and learn more about this. I have Keisha. She says, I was like that, but not anymore. This business is boss. That's right. And Anja, she says, I can attest to that. Always there for me. This team wants to see everyone succeed. Yes, you have to put in the work. So thank you guys so much. And we'll see y'all next Sunday. Same time, same place. Have a good night, everyone.
Hey, Team Relentless in the building. We building wealth, changing lives, and taking over big business, big bags. Let's get it.
Run it up, rank it up, go. Bronze, silver, gold, let's grow. Let's build 1 star, 2 star, 3, 4, 5. 5-star Rolex, living that life. Started from a vision, now we running up the score. They're helping people level up, now they're earning more. For travel biz, popping, stacking legacy checks. Hub changing lives daily, watch the fam get blessed. 3 get you bronze, 6 get you silver. Plug 9, go gold, now the team getting bigger. 100 squad, that's a 1-star crown. And a 300 deep, that's a 2-star sound. 500 strong, now we running like a boss. Cut 1500 squad, 4-star, never lost. 5-star team, Rolex shining on my wrist. Nigga legacy in motion, we ain't stopping till we rich.
Bronze sapphire flex, that's a 100K ring. Now your ruby at 250, now we doing big things. Diamond ring shining at a $500,000, double up a milli. Now we running up the bill. Social media take over, dominating every lane. Top team worldwide, put respect on the name. We don't chase jobs, now we build that wealth. To travel more, stress less, and invest in yourself.
Run it up, rank it up, go. Bronze, silver, gold, let's grow. 1 star, 2 star, 3, 4, 5. 5-star Rolex, living that life. This ain't a game, this a movement. We changing lives, we breaking generational curses. Dark, we stacking legacy in. And we ain't stopping till we all at the top. Team Relentless, we here to stay. Building wealth in a major way. Legacy moves, travel dreams unlock. All gas, no brakes, straight to the top.